Hello Pokemon Go trainers, it's the Seahawks fan with another Go Battle League video. Today's video, shiny Shadow Blastoise. Just Blastoise in general is so good. It is fantastic, phenomenal. It is a part of the latest Pokemon Regional Championship team. And Rollout, what a great addition. It is a fantastic move, so much energy generation. Hydro Cannon already such a good move. And I have Ice Beam. And Jump Puff, do they respect the damage? Ice Beam, kabooms! Goodbye, Jump Puff. I really do like the phrase of, do they respect the damage? Home Slice Henry is such an amazing battler. And I really don't watch his videos too often, but it is fun to say. I do love the kabooms. Probably could have kaboomed there. It's fine. We're in a good spot up against the Lapras. Malamar, great. Definitely could use a better IV Malamar, but it's fine. I'm not at expert elo, but I do get decent elo gains with this team. I've lost a lot, especially on the first day of Go Battle Week. But definitely climbing back up, getting more used to the meta. Oh, kaboom! I survived the kaboom, and Lapras was not going to survive that fire punch. Lapras is a beast. Definitely an amazing Pokemon. We're in the final week of Go Battle of the season. Still enough time for me to hit Legend, and especially if I can continue the climb. Get back to a decent elo in the 2500s. Shadow for Alligator, I probably should use it. It's definitely still really good. Shadow Clutch is so amazing. Now, the extra damage with the Shadow Blastoise is going to be able to two-shot. Actually, is Rollout enough extra damage? Can I two-shot? No, I cannot two-shot. They trusted their Dunsparce. But I can go for Rollout Farm Down. One Rollout from the Hydro Cannon. I got to swap. I can't let for Alligator get a farm down. We're gonna have Diggersby. It is gonna get nuked if I let a Hydro Cannon land. I am able to reach a Fire Punch before they do land a Hydro Cannon. Let's go. And they have Cloud's Eye, and unfortunately Cloud's Eye is just gonna get wrecked by the Scorching Sand spam. Now Shadow Mallow are definitely really good. I do just like. Shadow Malamar, Shadow Blastoise, and then Tanky Diggersby. Oh, actually, you could do a triple Shadow team. I think it would be good still, but I think definitely having the bulk of a regular Diggersby is a little bit more handy, this team. Shadow Malamar may be a bit better. Definitely. Regular Malamar is just amazing in general. Lapras comes into our Diggersby. And, if you can get a shield advantage, shield's down. Hydro Cannon is going to hit like a truck. Now, unfortunately, it's a terrible IV. Shiny Shadow Blastoise, but that's just what's going to happen with Shiny Shadows most of the time. And it's just so fun using the Shiny Shadow. Definitely really cool. Blastoise comes in, and we should be able to roll out down with that extra Shadow damage. Maybe the regular, I don't think I could. You can run Skull Bash on Blastoise. In definitely plenty of scenarios you want that. But I'm happy to have Ice Beam. I would have lost. Good chance of losing if I did not have Ice Beam for that Jump Bluff. Definitely was a big win condition. And Malamar just able to side wave down the Marowak. Very, very nice. Diggersby lead. I'm going to go for the superpower. They're surely going to respect the damage. They're going to shield. They're not going to let the Diggersby go under half health immediately. We're going to bring in our own Diggersby. Now, this is a bit of a long matchup. Odds are Blastoise is going to be pretty fine into what is door number 3. Scorching Sands is going to land. And I'm just... Oh, Hyper Beam. They're going to Hyper Beam. Okay. they are going to let that last Scorching Sands land. Now, unfortunately, I am not familiar with the counts of Night Slash with Sucker Punch. I could have gotten a free rollout. That would have been real nice. Just about to see how it goes. They let the Hydro Cannon land. And I'm like, I can go for a farm down. But I do not respect the energy generation of Sucker Punch. If I got in the free rollout and then landed a Hydro Cannon, I think I would have been able to... I may have been able to farm down. Unfortunately, I'm in a terrible spot. And I cannot get to the Scorching Sands for the shield. I think I would have won had I been able to get their last shield and then Superpower. I think Charge Attack Priority win with Malamar. Maybe not. Maybe I still would have lost. I'm going to safe swap Shadow Blastoise. And they're going to be Energy Ball. Okay, no double flying moveset. Understandable. I get it. They're going to bring in their Gator. I'm going to be able to get some good damage with the Hydro Cannons. They can't take me out. Probably with the Shadow for Alligator. They may have been able to do enough damage. But the non-Shadow is going to be taking all these Hydro Cannons and have no shield. Now, it's Malamar, the non-Shadow, definitely able to take a little less damage, which is pretty helpful into the Gator. Also helps it was not a Shadow Gator. Acrobatics is going to say goodbye. We're going to have Diggersby come in. I'm just going to no shield. Over from a bit of energy. They got Acrobatics Energy Ball, so I know that counts. Maybe I could have thrown one more quick attack in. It's fine. Ooh, but we have a Gliscopod. This is tough. It's definitely tough. Jump left, double water in the back. Scorching Sands is just does not do enough damage. And unfortunately, I may be a normal type, but unfortunately, yeah, they're just going to... I'm just unable to take them down. Definitely needed Malamar as a closer for those, at least for Gliscopod. Just how it goes. Mana Buzz is met with Shadow Shiny Blastoise. Well, I'm putting in some good work. Dog Pulse can put in some nice damage with the stab. And it's just more efficient to go for Hydro Cannons. And we can get a nice farm down. A very nice farm down. They have a shield advantage now. Going to be able to get some chip damage with these Hydro Cannons. It would be nice to throw them into different Pokemon. But I do take a shield. Because they respected the potential Skull Bash. You get a nice farm down. Going to bring in Diggersby. I mean, I'll take this matchup over Malamar and Azumarill. But that was a big amount of damage from the Hydro Pump. Cool to see a Hydro Pump Azumarill. Maybe I'll try it out. I do get 2 Scorching Sands. It's not enough for the KO. Gonna bring in my own Malamar. And I really totally fumbled this battle. Just how Go Battle League crumbles sometimes. I mean, I did pretty nicely. You should have just stayed in. Azumarill is definitely an annoying Pokemon to deal with my team. Unfortunately, they were able to take my last shield. Had I gotten a farm down with the shield, held on for the Azumarill matchup, I think I win. And Diggersby just ran out of HP. Azumarill is a superior bunny. Right now, Guzzler lead. I don't mind it. And we have no fast attack pressure, so charge attack damage is all we can get, and we take their shield as expected. Now, I mean, Skull Bash is very popular on Blastoise. They do win Charge Attack Priority tie. Should be Charge Attack Priority. It is. Thankfully, the game worked. But here, kaboom! Goodbye, Guzzlord. Goodbye. They're going to have their own Blastoise coming, and we're going to just be able to pace 2 Hydro Cannons sooner. We actually decided to bring back the Malamar because we have a much better matchup. And I actually was going to try and use this team. Did a couple battles, and I just don't feel good with it. I was on Brutal Swing, Sludge Bomb. Maybe I want Dragon Claw instead of Sludge Bomb, but didn't feel right for me. Fly's going to take my Blastoise out, but I can tackle down the Talonflame, and I do not get one shot by Hydro Cannon, and I even got a good amount of energy, and Attack Drop from the Scorching Sands is actually going to be crucial, keeping me just above half health. That Attack Drop was my win condition, and I can quick attack down the Blastoise. Diggersby, definitely a real good Pokemon to build with as an XL Pokemon. Mine's not 50, but definitely pretty up there, like 47, I think. Gonna Superpower and then bring in the Blastoise. Dugong is going to Drill Run. Nice, nice. Gonna win Charge Attack Priority tie so I can get a Hydro Cannon out before they debuff me. They're not gonna go double Drill Run. They're gonna debuff. They're gonna debuff. Very nice, very nice. And I waited for them to swap. I knew they were gonna swap. They have Gastron, which is gonna avoid 2 charge attacks. But one is still nice, and enough damage was done to put them in range. Scorching Sands before they get to 2 moves. Quick attack, putting in the work. Thankfully, no attack drop or defense drop. I think it is defense drop. Third power. I got 2-to-1 shield advantage. Malamar comes back in, and it is an Annihilate. I actually had no idea what the third Pokemon you have in that team is. It makes sense. Makes sense. Definitely want the coverage for the more Pico leads. More Picos everywhere. Annihilate, but pretty nice closer. Not a bad team. Talonflame can actually be pretty awkward in that team up against them. But do going pretty nice into it. Another Cloud's-Eye lead. I'm going to go Superpower and dip into the Shadow Blastoise for the Scrafty. I do know they have Thunder Punch, surely. Thunder Punch upper hand. I actually may have to try out Scrafty. Definitely should try it out with upper hand. I haven't used any upper hand Pokemon. I do not respect the damage that they can deal after the Thunder Punch landed. So back to Malamar. I don't know the counts, so I think I have to throw. Otherwise, I have to double shield. I don't want to double shield. We see Greninja. This is going to be a close battle. It's going to be close. Superpower is going to take their shield. Energy generation they have with Water Shuriken is just amazing. Hydro Cannon lands big damage. I do think I have to shield the Diggersby. My wing condition may be gone. I'm able to throw the Scorching Sands, and it's not enough to say goodbye, but 2 quick attacks was all I needed after that. Ooh, this is going to be close. I actually decided to bring in Malamar straight away, but that was a silly goose mistake. I needed to make a perfectly timed catch, but even then, I think they could just overfarmed enough energy. Would have been a very difficult catch. Yeah. Close battle. Cloud's-Eye, it is amazing. Definitely can be problematic for this team. Even though you got some nice play into it. Going to stay in the matchup up against the Shadow Jumpluff. Going to try to make a catch of a Acrobatics. We're met with their own Diggersby. Diggersby definitely a very good Pokemon. They get the attack drop. Let's go. But they actually get the attack drop of me. Both attack drop, but I've dealt more damage to them. Scorching Sands does not get back-to-back attack drops for me, but that's fine. But they get that back-to-back attack drops. Oh my gosh, what is going on with this battle? I think it's 30% chance to attack drop. I get my second attack drop. Oh my gosh, what is going on? At this point, I'm like, I'm going to leave with that energy. Because undebuffed, I'm going to put in some good work into something later. Jumpluff returns. Do I sacrifice? No, I do not sacrifice Malamar just yet. I don't let it go down. I'm able to land a Foul Play, which is huge. They only need an Aerial Ace, and it does not say goodbye, but the Fairy Wind after does. Blastoise can be in a decent spot. Able to get the rollout down, and that rollout was crucial. They do make a catch of Hydro Cannon to the Diggersby. I have a shield. I respect the Oriole full send, and I am going to go down from the next Oriole. So I got to throw a Hydro Cannon. But I'm like, even if there is a Seed Bomb, I mean, they had to throw it immediately to take me out. And I survived the Thunder Shock and said goodbye with the Scorching Sands. Very, very nice. I mean, if they threw the move instantly and then I swapped, that would have been a loss for me, I think. But right now, next battle, Malamar v Blastoise. We're going to try and... We're just going to get an extra side wave before we swap. They're going to bring in Cordeli and Shadow Blastoise. Able to two-shot with some rollout chips after 2 Hydro Cannons. We throw the next Hydro Cannon before the next move. But I think they should be at a move before we threw that one last rollout. I guess overfarming energy. Maybe miscounting. But I'm in a good spot now. They have no shields remaining. I got Malamar with the shield. Gonna overfarm a bit of energy. I wasn't 100% sure on how much energy they were at, but I was pretty confident. Put myself in a good spot. Play-Doh comes in. I am in a okay position. No attack drop. That would have been nice. Shield. I do end up shielding. Gonna bring in Malamar. And I don't know if I had attack. I probably do. And if I did, then I threw that battle because I could have said goodbye. I think I could have reached the next move. Well, I had the move on Diggersby for. Played all. Probably through the game there. Just how it goes. Mistakes were made by me. And I cannot reach another Scorching Sands. It's fine. We have Shiny Pangoro in the lead. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm like, wait, this isn't a close combat yet. It's the Night Slash. It does give me under half health. But super power, kabooms, one hit KOs the Pangoro. And then we just swap into Shadow Shiny Blastoise. And Blastoise Hydro Cannons does half the damage, half the HP to the Tinkaton. My opponent leaves the battle. They close the app. I get it. I don't blame them. Understandable to leave the battle. They were not ready for the smoke. I mean, the super powerful send was awesome. Right now, we have a beautiful lead into Lapras. I don't mind them throwing the first move because I'm not debuffed yet. And I can survive it. We're going to land the superpower. I'm then going to go for a foul play. They're not going to shield. I'm going to bring in Shadow Blastoise. Met with a Morpeko after they chose Togetic. And this endgame is actually be a little tricky. Do I respect the damage of Oriole? Yes, I do. It is a full send, Oriole. I think I had to throw the Hydro Cannon immediately to not be forced to shield to reach the Hydro Cannon. If I was trying to go for optimal timing. They gave my last shield with the Psychic Fang, so it feels bad. But I make some calculations, and I'm like, Morpeko, without the buffs, base electric type Oriole is going to struggle into the Diggersby. Even if they have Seed Bomb, they need to two-shot me with Seed Bomb. And I'm like, Togetic is not going to be able to put in too much work into the Diggersby. But, I mean, it actually is putting in some decent work with the Dazzling Gleam. They don't have Seed Bomb. It is Psychic Fangs. I think I have to full send the Scorching Sands to say goodbye. Maybe Fire Punch against bad Morpeko. But I am still able to reach the Fire Punch for the Togetic. And one last quick attack says goodbye before they needed just one more Fairy Wind. I'm not sure how good or bad the IVs of the Togetic are. Maybe a bit better one, honestly, if it was like just middle of the road. That would have been pretty funny to know. Good to know, but we'll see. Next battle, do I get another win? We see the terrifying Azumarill are able to get it under half health with one shield used. They're going to bring in Typhlosion. Maybe I could have thrown one more Psy Wave. I'm in an okay spot, though. We're going to bring in Diggersby, and we're going to CMP Ty lose. But Fire Punch is going to be launched. They're going to Blast Burn. And Fire Punch does land. They know it's not Scorching Sands. But I'm able to quick attack down before they get to the next move. I am still able to get to a Scorching Sands into Talonflame, which is pretty nice. Pretty handy. Malamar is able to get to a Foul Play before it goes down. I'm going to bring in my Blastoise, and I'm going to expect them to make the call to full send Brave Bird, and it was shielded. Let's go. They could have won it had they gotten my shield with Fly. But they're just not going to have the energy in time. Going to get a nice farm down with Rollout and have a Hydro Cannon to say goodbye to their mighty Talonflame. That bird is everywhere. So good. Nightmare lead into Wigglytuff. We're going to safe swap Shadow Blastoise. Shadow Shining. They're going to bring in Hakamo. Definitely a good Pokemon. And unfortunately for them, I am able to reach an Ice Beam. And Ice Beam kabooms the Hakamo. And wins alignment. Huge for me. Now we have a much better target for Malamar in the Primeape. We're going to respect the potential close combat. Rage Fist. They could still have close combat. But it's Ice Punch. That is what I needed. I do go for the Foul Play. I should just superpower it. It's fine though. But I have no shields remaining. And actually they just Swift. I think I do still survive the... If I went for superpower, maybe not. Diggersby though, super tanky. They're not going for the Icy Wind. Even though I can't... Oh, actually, no, I can't get rid of the debuff. It's just... Swift is cheaper. And unfortunately, no close combat to take me out. And I do still have a bit of Malamar left over. They're going to Rage Fist, and it's not going to say goodbye. But Fire Punch does say goodbye to Primeape. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. Diggersby is so good. It is such a tank and such a beast. We have a fantastic lead into Shiny Drifblim. Astonish is actually putting in work. It is. I mean, I have two great answers to Drifblim. And based on what is door number 2 and 3, often with this Pokemon super weak to electric types, I feel pretty confident with my back line, especially shields for Blastoise. They're going to swap out of Drifblim seeing the Blastoise. They want to have a potential catch later. I am going to shield. But after landing that Hydro Cannon, I'm actually going to bank the energy. I'm like, I could win with closing out. I mean, I could probably launch just 2 Hydro Cannons and say goodbye to the Diggersby, but I think maybe I would have had a shield. Definitely would have been close. I just bring my own Diggersby over from a bunch of energy. Be a little shy of back-to-back Scorching Sands. Drifblim is going to come in and it's going to avoid the Fire Punch, but Icy Wind is launched, but not enough to say goodbye. And all the energy on Shadow Blastoise can be a little terrifying. Trying to get the 3 moves out. But Blastoise is just good enough IVs to reach 3 Hydro Cannons. And Hydro Cannon, 2 shots. And Gastron is gone. Definitely could have won closing out with Diggersby. But a win's a win. Huge 5-0 to get myself in a good spot in 25-50. Definitely pretty happy with myself. I mean, I'm no expert level player with Great and Ultra. This is definitely a great accomplishment. Plenty more battles. Could get... I mean, 2600, high 2600s would be really nice. Maybe I get a 2700 in Great League. Stay tuned. Master League is coming very soon. End of the season. Can I get myself to Legend? It's going to be a close call, but there's plenty of battles. But thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy the Go Battle League journey. Goodbye.